Hard to talk about data without talking about Jeff, who is our wizard. He does, all things IT and data, also warehouse and fleet.
He says data.
Yeah, he says data. So he's probably disappointed that we say data. But really what we do is we export all of our data from Service Titan into a software that he created. The software is called Service Jack, but there's tools out there that do the same thing. But what that allows us to do is to put our own operational rules in place. I'll just give you an example. So in Service Titan, if you have a canceled call, it's not filterable. And what I mean by that is like if we preset a lead, so we might have a drain tech go run a drain call. Before he ever runs it, we might preset that lead on an advisor to get his butt going over there so we can have a, driveway handoff. Well, let's say, for example, that doesn't actually turn over. There wasn't a need, right? Customer didn't need that. We cancel the call. So Service Titan shown that as a canceled call. So what Service Jack allows us to do, we export data, operational reviews. We can now remove follow-ups from canceled calls, preset leads from canceled calls. Those really specific granular things that you can't necessarily trust our software Service Titan. There's a lot of limitations with software, and there's a lot of amazing things. So this isn't just a Service Titan problem. It's every software problem. So that's the first part.
Yeah. Okay. There's a whole lot to unpack there. And that what you just explained is like a 6-year process of us trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
I think the point to recap what you just said is Service Titan is great for a lot of things. It's not great at customizing the data that you want to see and exactly the KPIs and how you want to see them.
Sure.
If you want to track your conversion rate, average sale, turnover percentage, cancellation rate, recall rate, everything, we'll go over some of the things we track. If you want to track hundreds of KPIs in Service Titan, you just have to do it how they say you have to do it.
Yeah.
You can't make your own rules. Well, and a lot of times it's not going to be accurate. So for many years, we tracked everything on Service Titan, and it's such an excuse because it's like, our cancellations rate 16%, but there's so many of those in there that we preset and then canceled or whatever. That's one example. There's 100 of those. So you have to build a filtering system or buy a filtering system that can filter things out exactly how you want it. That's what Service Jack is, among other things. We built Service Jack in-house using Jeff. Does that recap what you said?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So then goes into Service Jack from Service Titan. It gets filtered. Then what?
We have a lot of cadence reviews. So there's several things that we do. We've talked about some of them. We had a whole episode. I think it was episode 2 on budget planning workshop. That's the first thing that's inputted in the live data is coming from Service Jack. So we talk about that in the PACE report. So we see how we're tracking to that budget.
Yep.
We have our weekly scorecard. So every week in our operational L10, each manager is going through every single one of their KPIs that we consider key KPIs. And then we have our monthly operational review, which is data's exported. Boom. That's the full month end close. So that's going to give us all of our gross margins. It's going to give our net profit. And then the last thing that we have, not only thing, I shouldn't say last, but of this file is the biz L10, which is our overhead review. And there's some manual entry there. Like there's definitely some softwares that we're working towards this. We have a big project going on right now. By we, I mean Jeff, because I'm here for support.
He tells us about it and we go, huh?
Yeah. Today he sent us a screenshot of his code and his full itinerary of what he's coding for fun.